Cesar Millan, once known around the world as the Dog Whisperer, was seen collapsing in court after hearing his sentence. The moment shocked everyone in the room. It wasn't just about the legal decision. It was about everything that had built up over the years: personal struggles, public pressure, and professional problems.
For more content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel.
For a long time, Cesar had been fighting to protect the image he had created. But now, in front of the judge, everything seemed to fall apart. Cesar had spent years building his reputation. He became famous for helping people with their troubled dogs, using his own methods that focused on control, calm energy, and being the pack leader. His show reached millions. People believed in him. They watched him turn aggressive dogs into calm pets. But over time, others started to question how he did it. Animal rights groups and modern dog trainers began to speak out. They said his techniques were harsh, outdated, and even harmful. The more popular he became, the louder the criticism grew. In the middle of all this, Cesar was also dealing with problems in his personal life. He lost his beloved dog Daddy. Then, after 16 years of marriage, he went through a painful divorce with first wife Ilusion Wilson. In 2010, he tried to take his own life. These were not stories told on television. These were real moments of pain that Cesar faced alone, behind the scenes. Still, he kept going. He continued filming, training, and running his growing business. But the pressure kept building. His image as the strong, confident dog trainer started to clash with who he really was, someone under a lot of stress, trying to keep everything from falling apart. As his fame grew, so did the expectations. Fans wanted to see miracles. Critics wanted to find mistakes. The gap between public image and private reality got wider with each year. The courtroom was quiet when the judge gave the final ruling. Cesar sat there, listening. Then suddenly, he collapsed. The man who once stood tall as the face of dog training broke down. It wasn't just about the sentence. It was everything: years of fighting, of holding it together, of trying to live up to a name that now felt impossible to carry. This moment revealed a lot more than legal trouble. It showed how much weight he had been carrying. Lawsuits, public backlash, growing doubt about his methods, it all caught up with him. Behind the scenes, there were already signs. Several former clients had filed claims. Some said they or their dogs were hurt during training. One moment from his show where a dog attacked a pig caused a storm of outrage. Animal welfare groups began to focus on him, and questions about his approach never stopped coming. Cesar had started with nothing. He crossed into the US with only a few dollars and a dream. He built a huge business, became a star, and changed the way many people looked at dog behavior. But success came with a cost. He tried to hold on to his old ways while the world around him changed. New trainers were pushing for positive, force-free methods. Cesar's ideas didn't match the new direction. Still, he held firm, believing in what had worked for him. But even he couldn't ignore the signs anymore. The dog training world was changing, and Cesar was being left behind. His courtroom breakdown wasn't just a moment of emotion. It was a signal that everything was starting to fall apart. The business, the brand, the trust, everything was at risk. After the collapse, people started asking the hard questions. Was his method ever safe? Was his success built more on personality than science? Could he adjust and move forward, or was this the end of his career? There are no clear answers yet. What's certain is that Cesar Millan is no longer untouchable. The courtroom scene showed a different side of him, not a trainer in control, but a man overwhelmed by years of pressure and pain. His story is still unfolding. The spotlight is still on. But now, it's not just about how he trains dogs. It's about whether he can rebuild his life, or if the Dog Whisperer era is finally over.